All right, so nothing happens when I do that. We have a slight problem. There's a flame fiend coming into the fort. Come on, kiddo. MB audio, you gotta pull that lever. Shoutouts to Led, who pulled the lever. Whew. Okay. Well, turns out this was a bad idea. Telling them to go there. So maybe I shouldn't do this. Yuvesh and Tun. They are getting some bolts out. The rest of them are all suddenly very interested in this situation. Yuvesh here, not doing so hot. Yeah, not entirely enthusiastic about that mode of planning that they have. Which direction are you heading currently? That way, okay. Oh, shit! Are any others moving, or is it just these two? These two are moving in. Nice miss. All right. Critter go this way. It gets pulled quickly. Look at this. We're getting webs on this, which is good. And we got one in a cage. That's good. And somehow this cage is on fire? Or maybe it's the webs on top of it that are on fire. Are they trainable? No, they're technically intelligent, so absolutely not. Let's try and get one of the squads to go stand in here. We're stuck in ads, so I can't really do much. But I do have them coming through, which is good. Even if it's just the flame fiends, like, I mean, that's progress. Let's zoom out so I don't need to move the camera so much. There's one down here. This one's killed nothing, but I have managed to trap one. Tun decided to do a dumb. I did tell them to station back in here, so this is really on them, not me. But the demon appears to have disappeared. Interesting. Let's look at your combat log here, Tun. So this dwarf was caught in a burst of flames from the creature. Did somebody just like fire a bolt? Flying iron bulk strikes the flesh ghost in the body, breaking away the rest of the tissue. And cross-eyed and painless says, "As the tide turned, I laugh in the face of death." I'm going to try something. Let's just deconstruct this. Although, you are bleeding a whole lot, Tun. So if Tun, by force of will, can cease bleeding, Tun may survive. There was another one. Okay, there's one flying down through here. Cross-eyed and painless may be about to be very hot. Is currently getting pushed back by the creature, is very stunned, and is now on fire. Is continuing to be pushed back. I think Tun survived. Cross-eyed and painless is being shoved backwards by the creature, and is now stuck in a corner. I really, really wish you'd walk inside, because there is very protective water here. You just need to walk to the left. Two of them are lining up at the doors. Station my military, well, let's station them over here. And station my two crossbow squads right here. As the creatures fly through, bolts are loosed instantly. Cross-eyed and painless is still on fire, however, has now had the flames extinguished by our mist, which is very, very good. One of the beasts has vanished, I'm assuming is dead. Were you able to kill it, Cross-eyed? Cannot just stand by this. I mustn't feel vengeful. I'm kind of hoping that one of my Mark's dwarves was able to snipe it. It must have happened that way. More fire. Cross-eyed and painless didn't survive and is once again on fire. The body immediately gets put out from the looks of things, and the creature is dead. Flying iron bulk strikes the flesh ghost in the upper body, breaking away the rest of the tissue. So we've killed 3 of them. Drawbridges don't work if... Oh, never mind. I was going to say drawbridges don't work if demons are standing on them, but it wasn't actually standing in front of it. So, we've hit it twice. It is bleeding seriously. Currently, it got hit almost immediately. Flying Iron Bolt strikes it, tearing the muscle. So we did almost immediately hit it. Devil Dawn is bleeding. Stodier hasn't done anything. More bolts are being sent out. The creature's bleeding and seriously injured. The Marks Dwarf attacks the demon but scrambles away. Mantis Spear Dwarf stabs the demon in the lower body. I've got dwarves bouncing off the walls, bleeding and in pain. The creature is bleeding and seriously injured, heavily bleeding now. And the creature is dead. That is the first creature dead since we started this second 35th attempt. I think we just killed a second one. So hold on. Let me just check this for a second. Flash Fiend, where is it? Flame Spirit. Flame Spirit, who ate a kitten, got hit by a bolt, which just killed it. So that's 2 dead now. Got a Spear Dwarf here who is, in fact, wielding a spear. This one is dead, so don't worry about this one. The dwarves have walked into this space. More dwarves are entering, ever so slowly. So it's a flame spirit with a demon right next to it. Are they all out of bolts? That would be kind of hysterical. Nope, not out of bolts. I feel that the one that really needs to die here... Uh-oh. All right, so we've got a lot of nauseous dwarves. I think we should tell these dwarves to back up. That's what we should do. Except this time I'm literally sending everybody in. Except for the squad that doesn't exist. But actually, I think it's... I think it might be unsealable, at least in this portion. Yeah, so we need to wait for this to flow all the way across. It'll get there, though. The dwarves begin moving forward. Bolts begin being released. Didn't actually see anything hit the creature just yet. The creature is now in the fray, surrounded by the dwarves. Has a bunch of combat logs now, and I see Meng's already a mangled corpse. The creature is bleeding. Dwarves are largely running around it, which seems to be a mistake, I would suggest. I feel that the dwarves should not go around it, but here we are. The dwarves are at the very least getting to an area where there is water everywhere. We've lost Giant Thief and Tellan Artho II. That was very quick. The creature continues to bounce from dwarf to dwarf, and it appears that the king is nauseous and bleeding heavily. Rest in peace to our king, our great king, the one and only. The fighting up top isn't going much better. The dwarves completely locked in an eternal duel against the creatures. Standing back is Muthcat, one of the few smart dwarves, firing bolts from a safe distance. The creature is bleeding. How about this one up here? The flame beast up at the front is firing out balls of fire. However, I'm not sure where he is. Maybe dead. Did you kill it back there? All right, we're through the ads. Let's unpause. Balls of fire still being let loose at every sign. Dwarves being thrown around like ragdolls. Flame Spirit is healthy. Yeah, it appears we killed the one in the hallway. Abel Bacon is being thrown backwards, is also nauseous. The nauseousness dust is brutal, I should note. Absolutely, horrifically brutal. Yeah, Deep Space has left us, is no longer with us. Dwarves appear to be trying to regroup for some reason. Right, hell has been sealed. No more of them can come out. This dwarf here who's attempting to station. right next to the militia captain Urist. Many dwarves are stumbling back to seek some rest. We have Muthcat here firing a bolt, which is missing the flame spirit. The two dwarves that are left in the fray and the fighting are still